I actually got a bag of Doritos and a Mountain Dew just for this tonight.
I can't disclose that information.
Which
reveal my location.
The state. I'm pretty sure they sell Tito's in other states. Not that you're in the state where it's made.
Not that I'm in that state.
Oh, so we're officially live. Oh, hey, I heard you guys.
Who is going to be doxxed tonight?
Hey, I think
That's the game within the podcast.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I'm adjusting your audio a little bit.
Oh, that is heavy.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, we got a full crew tonight.
After that.
Can anybody hear me chewing?
Yes.
Where's the?
I would
I can hear it in your voice.
Oh yeah.
Can you hear
Oh
the
yeah. I
crunch,
need to
though?
hold on. Hold on.
Is it like whenever you're eating chips and it's like.
Negative.
I'm outside
Grab me a
again,
chip
so if
bag
you hear the
here.
rain, apologies.
So you're somewhere that it's raining.
Yeah.
Better look at that up on the map.
Oh,
He is in
man.
Wisconsin.
Where is it?
Walked right into that one.
I'm trying to find the video
Yeah,
that I'm going to be
You're
showing.
in North Dakota. I mean, crap.
Right here at latitude 35 dash.
Oops.
Yeah. I'm here at 400 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Government sending drones to shut down the podcast. I was looking at a. Are we on yet?
Yes, we're live.
So I was looking at a meme and it was talking about like zones of where you pee, and like in the water it said machine gun, and then like on the rim it said silencer, and then outside it just said the outlaws.
The bowl. It's funny.
Oh man, that's great. All right, well, since we are live, might as well kick it off. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Angry, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking some bourbon. Don't necessarily want to reveal what kind.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it's fairly unique to the area.
Oh, okay. Get doxxed by bourbon.
It's very
North
good.
Dakota
Though.
whiskey.
Did you have a good holiday?
I did.
Chief, how about you?
Nice.
Are you drinking anything?
I'm drinking a nice glass of cold water,
Is it hard?
and that's it.
Going ham.
Mhm.
Someone's eating chips in the background.
On the
Not
rocks
me.
or frozen.
It's on the rocks.
Nice.
If it's frozen,
water?
then it's a snow cone.
Frozen water.
You drinking frozen water tonight?
Just licking the water.
Did you just say my name?
I don't think.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure someone just said frozen water. And thought that was their name.
Stop saying my name.
Very untraditional parents.
Oh, Gus, how are you, sir?
I'm all right. I'm losing my voice, and I can't figure out how I'm supposed to join the fire team or something. Is that happening yet?
No, we're not playing while we do
We're
it.
not actually playing.
We're going to
just
watch
talking.
everybody. So you can watch the recordings that Happy Hawaiian and I made.
Yeah.
I
Are we the only
actually
ones
have
that
like
play?
3 videos. I just never sent them to you.
Okay.
Do you screen record?
Occasionally.
You just got tons of footage of me teabagging people.
Yes.
You should use the GeForce Experience thing in the background because it'll let you record your game.
Not that I'm on a PC.
What is that, doxing information?
They could get my
We're all on
IP.
PC.
He's using a Discord. He must be Kevin.
Kevin's a girl.
Oh shit. Gonna have to take back those sexting I sent him.
This is a
2022.
hotel.
Oh, nice. That was cool.
MacGyver, are you drinking anything tonight or just listening to the rain?
I am embracing my Halo. I literally have a Mountain Dew and a bag of Doritos.
Nice.
Wow.
You're starting off with my highlights.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to do them at the end because I didn't want to make sure that we got to them.
Oh, thank you.
But now that I'm watching them, I'm like, they're gonna have this enhanced, optimistic view of our skills, and then it's gonna go to me, and it's just gonna be like, I didn't kill anybody.
Oh man,
Yeah,
this
this
is why
one's
I
cool.
don't
This
screen
this oddball one. 'Cause I ended up killing like 5 people, and this last kill is my favorite.
I
Okay.
absolutely
Because
despise
of this
oddball.
grapple
All right.
over the ledge with low shield. come out.
Well, since we brought up Oddball, I have to bring up the relevant Kotaku article about it.
Oh,
Have we
no, I saw
introduced
this.
everybody?
Oh no!
Rant.
Oh yeah. It's not quite a
I don't
rant
know
yet.
what I'm drinking.
Oh, Ninja, what are you drinking?
I am drinking.
This is
He's so drunk he forgot.
It hadn't been announced yet. I couldn't do it.
He wasn't allowed to talk.
Yeah. I'm having Sprite and vodka.
What kind?
I can't tell you.
this one. The whole game there was no HUD.
Is it Russian
This
vodka?
match
Yeah,
there was
look at
no
you.
HUD the entire time, so you can see
Oh,
how it
that's
would look if there
That's
was
really
no
cool.
HUD.
that's actually really
I
cool.
think the other team had
There's
a
no
different
HUD, so you can see
combo.
how it would look if there was no.
If you were buried behind the
Also, here's my buddy. He gets on a mongoose with a gravity hammer,
Oh,
which is always fun. But this whole clip on Xbox, you can be lazy and just say record a minute or whatever. So there's no editing on these at all in terms of getting to the good part.
that's okay. I didn't edit mine either.
But this is basically look at that.
You suck at
Just
video editing. then.
Warthog immediately,
I got one.
Wow.
and then into the belly of the beast.
Oh, is this the
Takes
one
out
where
another one.
your friend yelled at us because I didn't stick back and defend the flag?
That one was a different friend, but
Okay,
Poopy.
same time.
That was fun.
Same session. They were both playing. He was the other one that was on the
Okay.
monkeys.
Aim is a lot better than mine.
Hmm.
His aim is a lot better than mine
Oh.
is.
He's playing on an Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, that's
that shall
doxing.
be an advantage.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, you're not anyway. So we've introduced everybody, right? And since someone already brought up Oddball, I'll bring up the Kotaku thing. This is not a sponsor. I would never accept Kotaku's sponsorship.
Oh, good.
That ruins the news I have later.
There's a glitch with Oddball, where if you throw it up in the straight up and melee it just as it's leaving your hand, the Oddball will just shoot up straight up in the air, and then will just follow some sort of path around the level. So people started begging for it to be an actual game mode and kind of like Quidditch in Halo, which is
Nice.
sounds cool.
The split screen is possible as well.
So it would seem.
Really, all this is showing as well as a cool rocket launcher kill on the top screen. But
What about the bottom screen?
And
the
then it's
bottom
split
screen's my
screen.
little brother. He's trash. You don't need to watch him.
As all little brothers are.
Agreed.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Anyway,
I mean,
so
I'm not anyone's brother.
So-
we're not related. None of these giraffes are related.
Overkill.
We just all happen to use the same name.
So Kotaku decided to, because apparently J.K. Rowling is trans enemy number one. They said that they titled their art.
Sorry, go on.
Well, that was last month.
J.K. Rowling is trans enemy number one.
Yeah, yeah,
Big
When,
time.
when did this happen?
like 2 weeks ago.
It's been happening, but it just hit
Are
a
you
fever
sad that
pitch.
she took your spot, JarNod?
Well, no, I love all trans
I'm kidding,
people.
I'm kidding.
We can go into
No,
that
I
if
don't wanna- I try to get you canceled at least once anytime I'm on here.
At least one.
Anyway, they titled their article "Halo Infinite's Oddball Quidditch Glitch Lets You Live Out Your Transphobic Wizard Dreams,"
No.
which is
Your
no-
transphobic wizard dreams.
yes.
This one I had 3 shots left with my BR and the flag was away. I used 2 of them there, throw the grenade, last shot. I got him. I thought that was pretty Master Chief if anyone's a Halo nerd.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I've seen better.
Yeah, well, every
That's
time you
also-
play,
they
right,
dropped
Chief?
from the sky in this game. So Brute Chopper just dropped right in front of me.
I don't like the brute chopper. It's too bulky.
But it's useful for what I'm about to do with it.
Yeah, for grinding down other.
Is just
yeah.
ramming a warthog into a wall and making it explode.
Yeah.
Just rammed those.
But that's
dudes.
about it.
There we go.
And
Now
then
it's mine.
It's about to blow up, and I make sure I take that guy down with me.
You know, it's kind of a bummer because I did have some clips from this month that I could have sent, but I don't have access to my computer right now.
Well.
We can tag them on next month.
All right.
What if we
And
just played a match
I'll
live
forget
right
by then.
now?
Oh, that'd be good.
Could be fun, actually.
I think it would be
the
kind of
game.
fun.
The rule is
We
every
can do.
10.
Like, because it was so hard to get a whole bunch of people to play this game. I was actually excited to play this one. Most of them I've
We-
skipped, but I play on Xbox, so I could have played this one.
Dude,
But,
we should have
like, we're all here now.
exchanged gamer
We should
tags,
get
man.
stuff.
I've played just as much as you have, but I don't think we played together once.
Now kiss.
Hold on. I'll just put up. Are you guys hearing everything?
Yes. Yeah. It's supposed to
I
be
was
a
just
private
asking you
chat.
out. I mean, and your audio went out.
Is he gone?
Who?
Anyway. Anyone have any specifically fun things they did this holiday weekend or month?
I slept a lot.
Smoke some meat.
The audio, I'm not going to lie, the audio just cut out for like 2 minutes for me.
On the stream?
No, just from hearing you guys. So
Oh.
whoever said that exchange gamer tags, that's where it cut out.
Oh.
I don't know if this is doxing myself, but I got married.
What?
Nice.
Wow, that's
I'm
exciting.
sorry.
There's a multitude of responses to that.
Yeah, I guess so.
No one said congratulations.
I said
I said
Congratulations.
nice. I said congrats. Yeah.
And
it was about half and half.
and she's letting you on the podcast?
Mm-hmm. She's even making me tea.
Why are you assuming it's a she?
Exactly. This is
That
what I'm
is-
talking about with trained enemy
shit.
number one.
I'm dead. Yeah, I had a good one. Anyone get anything cool for Christmas? Besides a smoker, Angry, I heard you say that.
Oh yeah, I smoked a ton of meat. Put a lot of meat in my mouth this month.
I put some of his meat in my mouth, actually.
I did too. It was delicious.
I was trying to give
All
my
at
meat
the
to
same
as
time,
many
or
people as possible.
Yeah, well, we had a couple people tasting his meat at once.
Yeah,
nice?
Mm.
It was good. We had it with buns. We had it raw.
Oh, God.
do you have some sauce on it?
We
Mine was a
most
dry
of the time
rub.
we didn't use sauce. We like the flavor
Alabama
by
white
itself.
sauce.
But there was a rub. There was several rubs.
I-
Yeah,
I did
mine was a
do a
dry
lot of
rub.
rub.
Did you get a wet rub?
No,
Dry
I
rub
think
is better. I think.
Dry rub is
Yeah, but usually you pay more for that wet rub.
The wet rub is just compensating for what the dry rub should be.
Mhm.
It's a handicap.
If you can't get it done dry, then
Who?
you got to add something to it.
Quick question, timeout. Who is James Leahart?
No idea.
If
Is he
no one
is
wants
he
to
in?
identify themselves, that's fine. But I guess there's a random person watching our chat.
Oh yeah, he should probably change his name.
Oh no.
I was just curious.
Is there someone watching the live?
I would go ahead.
Well, he was
and change
commenting on it.
that YouTube name.
Where's the YouTube link to this? JarNod, text me the YouTube link.
Text it to you. I put it in the announcement.
Not that we have each other's
You're
phone
on my
numbers.
Oh, yeah, we're just random people.
Would that dox us at all?
No.
I mean,
No,
like,
no, it's
knows
in the
that
Discord.
we're
We
real?
just mess around. It's in the Discord though. He
In
put a link in
general?
the Discord
Announcements.
or announcements. Yeah.
He retracted the message, but your name's still there.
Oh, so that is one of us. Okay, cool. Just curious.
Way to go.
Nice.
We
Well
didn't
done.
say we didn't say who it is. I was just curious. No, like I didn't say who the
Okay. All right. I have to tell this story about Gus because it's one of my favorite stories. And I've known Gus for a long time. And when he was younger, he played Halo with us, me and my friends. And we had a small, sheltered childhood, we'll say. So no curse words at all. And one time when he was younger,
well, that's bullshit.
Wow, all right.
Well, I do want to interject here. I went to eat one time, and this waiter got the order wrong, and he was like, oh shit, and then we were like, excuse me, and he's like, oh damn. was like, dude, that's the same thing.
And that was the last time y'all went to Chick-fil-A.
What do they say?
JarNod.
What do they say? Thank you. Oh,
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, continue.
so he was sitting there out.
Sheltered, yep.
We're at a function, church function thing, and he yells out, "Who the hell is up there? Who the hell is up there?" And one of the church moms hears him, and he comes out, and his mom asks him, "Well, where did you learn this?" And he responds, "JarNod says it all the time." Throwing me under the bus. Then we found out that he was listening to the single player Halo thing. And so we had to keep it muted whenever we played it around him.
That's
Isn't there
funny.
a scene in Christmas Story where Ralphie blames his neighbor? Something like that?
Yes,
With
for
the
saying
the fudge.
for learning the
Yeah.
F word. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of similar. There.
That's basically it.
Chief and I went to a very sheltered elementary school as well, and I remember somebody carved like "fuck" on the bathroom wall, and it was like the first time I had ever seen it. And one of our classmates was like, "What does this say?" And I was like, "Fuck," and he was like, "Oh!" And then like went running to the teacher.
Well, my brother, his kid, they just got finished watching Home Alone, and he told his grandmother to leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Nice.
That went over great.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Did he end it with like "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal"?
No, but his sister did.
Nice.
Anyway, who played like Halo Combat Evolved back in the day?
I did.
I did, even though I was very young.
Did not have an Xbox, like one, but I think everybody played it with friends.
Yeah.
It was like
So-
the first everybody played the LAN parties.
Fortunately,
JarNod, mostly I watched you and your friends play.
It's true.
I wanted to play, but I had to watch.
We unplug the controller whenever you're trying to play.
So I can.
Fortunately,
actually true.
my parents got divorced when I was young, and my mom got remarried, and I got an older stepbrother who had an Xbox, and that's what led me to Halo. So,
Wow.
Nice.
yeah, I was playing Halo Combat Evolved at age 6.
So this is a triggering game for you?
No.
So
I
when
have very
Halo,
fond memories of Halo.
so yeah, so
Six.
Halo by far, I have the most memories of playing like multiplayer and stuff with, like Halo 1 and Halo 2 the most. So like when what year did Halo Combat Evolved come out? What year was that?
2001, wasn't it?
2001.
2001. Okay, so in 2001 I was in 7th grade. And like that's whenever like me and my friends, we would have like LAN parties and stuff
Right.
from the time of like 8th grade and 9th grade on. And we would have, I remember once every like month, 4 of my friends had Xboxes. And so we would go to another friend's house. He had this big barn, and like it was like furnished and stuff. Like it was just like a separate house basically. And upstairs, like we would bring, like I had a big TV in my room, so I would bring my TV. Like friends would bring their Xboxes. We would have 4 Xboxes
Yeah.
with 4 people on them, LAN partying in the game, like in the barn, all at the same time. Like we would stay up all night playing. We would rotate teams, like we'd do tournaments. Like it was the best. Like that was by far the best experience like ever growing up. So coming back and playing Halo again, like even though that there wasn't like, the like co-op and stuff, like Halo 1 didn't have co-op when it came to the campaign, but
You could play
Yeah,
split
two-player
screen.
co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you could. I'm sorry, yes it did. But like even though the Halo Infinite didn't have it, like just playing the game just brought back, all those memories of playing Halo 1 and Halo 2 with those LAN parties. And then when Halo 3 came out, I was in college, and my roommate had an Xbox 360. But like we went to the GameStop at midnight, got our copy, like played the co-op all through the night, and Like it was a lot of fun, and
Is it not
just brought
like
back a
super
lot of
sad
memories.
that midnight releases are gone now?
Yes,
Of everything,
Oh yeah.
movies too.
I know.
movies are
I got you
gone.
go at 6 p.m. on Thursday for a midnight
Right.
release.
I'm gonna catch a matinee on opening night. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I miss midnight releases.
like midnight releases in my small little podunk town that had one 12-screen theater. Like I would go like almost 2 weeks ahead of time to buy a ticket at midnight,
Your
and I
physical
would
ticket.
like, huh?
Yeah.
Your physical ticket.
Yeah, like my physical ticket, like paper,
Yeah.
and
Paper.
I would have to get like I get 12 of them, and like my friends would pay me back, and then you'd have to get to the movie theater like 4 hours early, so that you get in line first, and then you
Dude,
get the good seat.
I went to
And
Star Wars, like Revenge of the Sith, at
Yeah.
midnight whenever it came out.
Yep.
I got there at like 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
or something like that. And that was back in the era of like the PSP, like when it first came out, and they did that like local wireless network.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like I had never used it before, and all of a sudden there's like 8 people in there. We're all playing stuff, and there was like some person like lightsaber fighting people at the front. I just like
Of course.
they had like dollar hot dogs all day. I ate like 6 of them. Like
So yeah, this game brought back a lot of memories of growing up, and like just with the old Halo and how it used to be, and
my
it
dorm
was
room,
a lot of
freshman year
fun.
of college, they all of the dorms in my building had a local LAN network, and so
Dude, mine
you could just plug into the wall, and everybody just left their doors open and played Halo and yelled at each other through the hall. But then like
That w-
about once every month or two, everybody would bring like the same thing you said, like 4 TVs out to the main lobby and
Mhm.
like sit there and rotate teams and have tournaments and stuff. And that was whenever you got to figure out whose dumbass username was what they
Yeah.
were using.
So
Yep.
that was my introduction as
Who was
well.
Blood
But
Stallion.
we had a campus-wide LAN, so everybody on campus everywhere could play against each other. And there was a trick back then that you could use the Dead or Alive fighting game disc on your Xbox to rename your original Xbox. And so we renamed our original Xboxes to our dorm room phone numbers, and that's how we created like this catalog of all these people we were playing against.
Yeah.
So it was funny because like you'd be playing somebody named Grizz Nasty, and you find out they're like an engineering student, and then you got another guy over here who's Daddy Fat Sacks, and he's a football
Yeah.
player. And
Yeah.
Yep.
This was back whenever
such
everybody
great
had a good username. And
That's
it wasn't
right.
just like
exactly
bang your
JarNod.
mom XXX420.
right.
That was the only reason to have the Dead or Alive game, right? That's the only
really
reason I
was.
got it.
Sure.
No, it wasn't Dead or Alive beach volleyball. That's a whole nother game.
Yeah, there's another reason to have that one.
Yeah.
That was for solo gaming.
One-handed gaming.
You couldn't one-hand game.
Goes
You,
down.
you couldn't one-hand game back then with the size of the Xbox controllers, though.
Oh, the
You're
Dukes.
never
Yeah.
gonna have character selection screens.
No.
I think
No,
that was
like-
the first kill I've seen you make.
Hey,
Rob.
Oh goodness.
you haven't been watching.
But yeah, like Halo was a huge game for me. Like it's probably been the single game like through its series that I've played the most. And I even I worked for a year and a half, and I say worked because I ended up getting compensated on a Halo fan site, halo.bungie.org. So you can I'm MacGyver 10 on there too, and so I got to go to E3, as a part of that, and got to meet Frank O'Connor, who now is like one of the head people at Halo at 343. I actually play with a few of those guys. I'll name drop, KP, one of the Grimm brothers, and all these guys. So, but no, Halo, like when you guys picked it, like I was like, this is golden. I think was I the only one who played the campaign?
No, I played the
no,
campaign.
I played through it,
I'm
or I
playing
didn't
it now.
finish it, but
Okay.
I
So-
played it to completion, and
One-handed.
no, Cortana does not look sexy anymore.
It's weird
that
there's no
grapple
co-op
shot.
for that yet.
so we can talk about the campaign too.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
I
let's-
thought it was-
Good.
the campaign I thought was so like the multiplayer aspect of Halo Infinite was fun,
Yes.
but probably 80% of the game base. I'll say 70%. 70% of the game base really plays Halo for the campaign, and like I
Based on
thought
the
that
internet.
Where'd you get these numbers from a poll?
no, from growing up, like
A 4chan poll.
or yeah, but like I thought that the campaign on this was just absolutely amazing. You know, playing the story, because it also did a whole lot of nostalgia. Man, you threw that battery terrible.
I don't know how to throw this.
I imagine that's the sound you're making.
Anyways, but the
I'm gonna stop recording my gameplay.
But no, the nostalgia behind it, like in the campaign, the nostalgia behind the like going through and like finding, talking about like Cortana and the stuff that she
Yeah.
did, and what happened like after Halo 5 and the timeline behind Halo 5, and
Even
it
some of
was-
the mission titles were nostalgia back to the like Halo CE and 2 and 3.
yes,
Yeah.
and then learning about, learning more when they started saying things like, you're the Reclaimer or the Forerunner, and and then talking about those old ships like Forward Unto Dawn, and all it was just awesome. And then there was one particular mission, and I don't know how far. I know.
Spoiler.
I beat it.
Okay, so I don't know if
Don't
anyone
worry
else
about
has seen it,
spoiling it.
huh?
Don't worry about spoiling it. If people haven't finished
Yeah.
it.
So it was called The Road, and when you spawned in, like it was after this big battle with the boss, and you're trying to go after your teammate that's been captured, and when you spawn into this place, there's a scorpion tank, right
Yeah.
there, and once you clear out, so you start taking the scorpion tank, down the road, and as soon as you get in the scorpion tank, classic Halo
Music.
1 music,
Yeah.
the original Halo 1 music starts blaring, and it just takes you back to the first time that you had the scorpion tank and the first time that you were doing that. And that was by far my favorite thing. And then I didn't even know that there was an achievement, but I actually got the scorpion tank all the way through the mission to the end, and there was an achievement that said getting the tank all the way to the base at the end. And it was just, that was by
What
far one of the
difficulty
best.
were you on?
Just normal. I didn't
Gotcha.
put it on like heroic or legendary or anything, because I like playing it. Normal definitely has a difficulty to it, but
See, I started on legendary and had to restart the campaign
oh
because it
yeah,
was it was way too difficult. And
Yeah.
I played heroic. I'm playing heroic
heroic.
now, and it is like putting it all down to easy. It feels like it compared to legendary. Like the step there is just too big. It makes it not fun.
oh really?
Not saying heroic is easy. I mean, I've died before playing heroic, but
Yeah,
you actually feel like the super soldier you're supposed to feel like, versus on legendary, a single grunt can kill you in 3 shots with a plasma pistol, and
right.
Yeah.
they're
That's the thing
they're
for me is
sniping
like
you across the map. It's disgusting.
like legendary, you get the grunts and jackals and all those guys. Like everything is elevated to an extreme. Whereas on heroic, like it's just the boss battles can be difficult.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, like I don't feel threatened, which to me makes me feel more like Master Chief because it's like
Well,
I don't know.
exactly. And even the it was the first boss battle against Tremonius on legendary. That's when I quit and decided to change the difficulty.
Yeah,
And playing him on heroic, I was like, oh, his shield never recharged when I played it this time. This was a very different experience. And also you can make it past the first second of that fight at least 90% of the time, versus in legendary, that was like even just getting past the first second of that fight was brutal.
hmm
So did any of you guys use the tank gun glitch? I don't know if any of y'all looked that up.
No.
No.
So right after that battle with Tremonius, you can climb up on the ship, and like there's anti-artillery weapon up there that basically you can get a tank gun, like a handheld tank gun for Master Chief
wow.
from that with infinite ammo.
Nice.
And so that's how a lot of people are beating Legendary, is by using that, just to go
So-
through and one shot everything.
And also, speaking of Legendary, one thing I was relying on a lot was the grapple. Brand new to this game.
I loved the grapple. I thought the grapple was a lot of fun.
Awesome feature. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure how a grapple works, given that Master Chief.
Oh, he died right in the middle of a thought.
Oh no, I'm back.
Okay.
No, you're back now.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I wouldn't mind having some multiplayer modes with permanent grapple. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Forge will bring that eventually.
I find myself missing that in multiplayer.
You'd have to nerf the ability to have it stun people, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Does it
think that would
stun
be
people in
brilliant.
multiplayer, I haven't used it for that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't like stun them. It just knocks their reticle away. But
Gotcha. But there
So
were
the
a few moments when I was playing Legendary, I would just Spider-Man past everything, and I would die repeatedly trying to do it. But it was more worth it for me to do that than try to fight the enemies, and that was another sign I needed to change the difficulty.
So the other thing I liked about it was that once you get past the opening mission, and I discovered, I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally an open world Master Chief game. And like that was the first time that had ever been like created. And it was just so much fun. Like I found myself literally doing every single side quest, every single high value target mission, every single thing, and before I do any of the campaign like stories.
Same
So
here.
anytime that anything new popped up, like a new fob or a new anything that I unlocked, like I did all of that stuff before progressing the story. And it got really cool because about halfway through the campaign, I'd almost maxed out the Valor stuff. And so I would get the Wasp and I would just air attack everything. Like you can just spawn a Wasp as much as you want and just fly around the map. And it was a lot of fun. So the campaign was just phenomenal. So absolutely loved it.
It's probably been my favorite campaign since like probably back in Halo 1, just with the amount of stuff that you got to do. And then whether it was the Wasp or the grapple shot, like I don't think movement has ever been better in a Halo campaign.
Yeah.
And then being able to pick up Marines, like one of the things I like to do is get the Razorback, which is basically a troop carrier.
Yes,
And then,
I like doing that too.
I'd load up the Marines with the super special, what's the Forerunner laser beam. We're gonna think of that now. Completely blanking.
The carbine?
No, the laser beam one, like that.
Sentinel beam?
Thank you.
Sentinel beam.
Yeah, Sentinel
Yeah,
beam.
Sentinel beam. And so you'd get like the upgraded Sentinel beam and hand that to all the Marines and like drive them around, and like 5 of them around in a Razorback. It's ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
instant death to anyone that comes at you.
I love that about that too. Is just
I
the
thought-
whole concept of the campaign was great.
Yeah,
I think my favorite campaign was Halo 2, just because it showed the Covenant side so well, and they actually did a really good job storytelling. Like you can go on YouTube, and if you're a Halo nerd, you can look at just all the remastered Halo 2 cutscenes as like a movie, and it's actually really good, and just sets this.
It's the best story of all the Halos.
Well, yeah, playing as the Arbiter is really cool. If you're into the Halo franchise story.
If you get the chance, Bungie actually did a commentary for all the Halo cutscenes for Halo 2, and you can find that and actually watch back with Marty O'Donnell, the composer, Joseph Staten, the guy who actually brought Halo Infinite out of the mess that it was to actually get it releasable, and Jason Jones, the head of Bungie. the three of them do commentary over all of Halo 2, and it's super fascinating, especially for Halo nerds.
Pretty cool.
So JarNod, can I just like live stream gameplay since you can't kill anybody, or? I don't think you killed anyone since that time I commented on the fact that you got a kill.
Happy Hawaiian
I
has
haven't
been
seen
disconnected
any.
from the podcast.
If I boot up my Xbox right now, can you like just like view me playing? Or...
Why would I don't know, maybe. But the quality will be shit.
Will it?
The quality of the gameplay. Oh.
Wow.
Well, I guess what I should have done. What I should have done with like Happy Hawaiian, just cut it down to like the 30 seconds where I did kill people, and then send in a bunch of clips like that.
Yeah, well, and that would take more editing. But
I'd be very interested. I think we've heard 3 self-proclaimed Halo nerds talk about it, but how about some of you guys who haven't obsessed over Halo throughout the years? What did y'all think about the gameplay or the campaign?
I honestly didn't have a great time with it. Like, I was never super into Halo. I would say that my experience that I missed and my nostalgia from Halo was like playing with my friends when I was younger. Like I said, I didn't have an Xbox, so I didn't do all the campaigns before. And so I think I played through Halo 3, but I did not pay attention to the story at all.
I read the Halo books as a kid. That's how far it went for me.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm like whatever the opposite of that is. And so I started it up, and I honestly, like, I don't have complaints about the quality of the game or anything like that. It was just not the style that suited me. I think I've played Call of Duty and like Destiny for so many years. I think I'm used to a different gameplay style, and I mean, part of it is I just like sucked at the multiplayer. I'm like worse than JarNod.
Wow, you're really just dumping on
I don't mind.
But I remember one specific instance where I like walked up behind someone and I thought, thank God, finally I'm gonna fucking kill someone. And I just like unload everything, and he turns around while I'm taking an hour and a half to reload, and it's just like, oh, there's a person here. Maybe I should do something about it.
No. I have the best story about Angry. So my brother came in and played a couple of games with me one afternoon, and Angry joins us, and we're sitting there, and I was just letting my brother play some bot games because he hadn't played games in like 2 years. And Angry joins us and is like, "Wow, these guys really suck. I'm able to kill people."
Different matchmaking. That was the only game where I felt like I did okay.
So during that era, did you have a PS2 and were you just spending time in Grand Theft Auto looking at
GameCube
8-bit boobies in a strip club? Is that basically your childhood?
I'm gonna play
gaming
or.
Does your dad listen to the podcast?
I feel like that was my group of friends at the time. It was either you had an Xbox and you did System Link Halo, or you had a PS2 and you just messed around in Grand Theft Auto. That was kind of the
I had.
I was in 3rd grade, so I didn't go to one of those sheltered elementary schools. So
I had a PS2, and I mean, there was like that was back in the era where the PS2 had like 1 billion games, and so
yeah, they did.
You would just, I mean, I don't even know
some
all
great
that I
games
played on there. Yeah, there were some great ones, some terrible ones, but I only played Xbox at friends' houses. I ended up getting a 360, which is I think when I played Halo 3. But after that I went back to I think PS3 because they had that was back whenever their online service was free.
Yeah.
And I was in college, so I did not have money for Xbox Live.
Yeah, but you still paid for it. It was that bad.
For me, it was I loved Halo Combat Evolved, and this did a very good job of bringing back a lot of that nostalgia. But I didn't actually hate it. I really hated Halo 2 and how they changed the game to be like the lower TTK and stuff like that. It really bothered me because the gameplay in Halo 1 was so. Like Halo 2 reminded me more of Call of Duty
lower
than
time to kill.
Was
I mean,
it
was a
because you were
3-shot pistol.
dying at twice the speed that you normally were?
Well, it was the lower time. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the explosives in Halo 1 were ridiculous in terms of how
Grenades.
powerful they were. So
True.
I
like,
could not get used to hip firing all the time in Halo. I think that was what it was when I'm watching the hip.
Halo 1, there was a lot of hip firing, and also JarNod never picks up the BR, so there's a lot of hip firing going on here
I
as
don't know where the
well.
BR is. That was a thing that I did
Or
not
pistol.
understand where it was in the very where the stuff was. But I have fond memories. I mean, the Xbox was the first console that my parents let us even have in the house. And all you played on Xbox was Halo. And Fusion Frenzy as the demo on the Halo disc.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we would go. I would go over to a friend's house. We would link up in his basement. There'd be 25 guys there, and so they'd like, if you were the bottom 8 guys, you would have to.
Wait, five guys linking up in a basement.
It'd be
With
you're
lots
in the
of-
bottom 8 though.
lots of
The
pizza.
8 bottoms,
8 on the bottom.
8 bottoms there.
8 bottom
25 guys.
people had to
Alright, I'm
leave and
booting
let
up
them
Halo
in.
right now. I can talk while I play Halo. I can take it anymore.
Do you need me to
Kind
skip
of like the 8 bottoms.
And then so I think, and then Halo 2 had it allowed only 16 still, but you could do your own individual Xbox when you system link. And I suddenly missed like just the camaraderie of it. I was like, yeah, we were all in the same place still, but it was like bifurcated even more. And then I just kind of got out of Halo
So
after
basically,
that
what
point.
you're saying is you were a screen watcher.
No,
Yeah.
because it was the people on each TV were on the same team.
Did y'all ever put up a bed sheet whenever you had people over to play like GoldenEye?
We split the screen once before with we taped cardboard to the actual CRT TV, to
Yeah,
divide it.
we used to
like
hang
we
a
did too.
We did that
We used
too.
to hang a bed sheet whenever people were playing GoldenEye, and we'd have 2 boxes over on one side and 2 boxes over on the other side.
Yep, we did that.
It got real intense.
Now everybody can sit at home in their individual houses all across the world with their Dolby surround sound and
Now I don't have to share my screen.
right.
I'm not a
It's
peasant.
brutal sharing a screen after not doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got a big
And our TVs are
recently,
big.
and I went back and I was like, I can't watch TV on anything less than 70 inches. I'm just squinting at the screen
You peasants.
now. How do you guys even see what's on your TV?
My favorite
here
thing
we
to
all
do
are
in
watching on our
Combat
phones.
Evolved. My favorite thing to do in Combat Evolved was to, the vehicles were indestructible, and so I'd
That's
go over to a
right.
friend's house, and we would get into Warthogs on Blood Gulch and just ram into each other for hours and
Yes.
see how far we could send each other flying.
If
So
you timed the
like-
explosions correctly, you could get them
Yep.
even going further.
Out of
Yeah,
the level. You can get out of the level too.
Yes,
Yep.
like double sticky grenade
Uh-huh.
on a
Yep.
Warthog as you're hitting.
So
I just killed someone, JarNod. It took me about 3 seconds.
Are you
I don't
playing
know how that
bots
makes you
again?
Feel.
Yeah,
No.
it's like he's playing bot game.
I'm playing Strongholds.
Did y'all ever do bot games on Call of Duty just to see what the top kill streaks looked like?
yes. Now, talking about classic things that you used to do in Combat Evolved, me and my friends, we would play Halo Hide and Seek. Did y'all ever play that?
No.
And Viz.
So
the custom games in Halo 3 were so wide ranging.
This wasn't a custom game in Halo 3. This was OG Halo 1. How we played it was 3 people would it would be 4 people playing the game, but 3 of us would be looking away from the screen while one of us would go and hide somewhere on the map, and you would point your reticle at the down, at the floor or at the wall or whatever, and so and then once he's done hiding, the first person to find him and kill him, they're the next person that hides, and so whoever and so it was a lot of
That's
fun.
funny.
I totally
And we
did
would
play
do
that.
the biggest maps,
We
and
could still do this.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we'd do is we'd put all the vehicles in there. So if you were hiding, you'd hop in a vehicle to throw them off, because you could we could hear everything the person was doing. We just couldn't see what they were doing. It's like we get it a Banshee, fly up. Well, Banshees actually weren't in Halo 1 for flying.
They
but
were.
like
Well, not multiplayer.
not in multiplayer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would we would do all types of crazy stuff trying to hide, and that was always a fun game mode. And then sniping with the pistol on Blood Gulch.
Whatever
that
the
Halo 1 pistol.
fifth level in Halo 1 campaign, the snow level, I just remember always being
Sidewinder.
on Legendary.
Yeah,
When you get to the bridge scene, like halfway through, you could throw a grenade perfectly and flip the Banshees and then seal the Banshees and skip half that level
Yeah.
by just flying to the end. I don't know if anyone else ever did that.
Oh, I did.
That was
on
that was most of the fun. Was the glitches, and campaign
Yeah.
and stuff like that you could get
Must
away
just be
with. Like
a Bungie staple is glitches.
well, there was
It
another
is.
one where like you could
Has to-
skip a lot of the level by grabbing an overshield, and so it charges for a little bit, and during that charging time you're invulnerable, and so you could basically grenade an overshield into you as you're falling down, so you could skip 3/4 of this level and land on the place down below that you would have died otherwise, but because of that charging overshield, you would survive. So the
Awesome.
glitches were half the fun in the old games.
Mhm.
I also really enjoyed
the
it.
Wraith tank making people fly everywhere in Halo 2 was pretty big as well.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, the
in
Wraith, yeah.
multiplayer also.
The other fun one we would do, I forget what the map was on Halo 1. That was the smallest map, but we would do that and rockets.
Was that Wizard?
I can't remember what it was,
It was Wizard.
but we would do that, and just everybody had rockets. And what we would also do is really, JarNod, you couldn't see that rocket coming right at you.
I know. I was like, you just stood there.
Like you watched it fly right at you.
It's like a light you can't look away from.
Oh,
It's like a deer on the highway.
um,
The rocket was just a minivan coming at you.
but we would it would be 1 versus like 8. We would make it to where it was like just one person against like everybody. And what was funny was there was I don't know if it was like a hidden thing in the game, but the more that you died in multiplayer, the faster your character would move.
that was a setting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so like that one person, like even though they died the most, they'd start like speeding up. And so they would be like this little rabbit zipping across the map, moving insanely fast,
We played that
But it
on
was
we
fun.
played that exact game type, but on Chiron, which was the only one with all the portals everywhere, those red and yellow kind of
Oh yeah,
blurry
yeah,
portals. And so you'd come through that and you'd be face to face with somebody and you'd just rocket them and yourself, in the process. But it was a ton of fun.
We played this game called Pacify a while back, which is like this multiplayer horror game where you're in a house and this ghost is like floating around trying to kill
Absolutely hate that game.
you. You had to like destroy these little dolls that were like part of the ghost or something, and the more dolls you destroyed, the faster the ghost went. And by the end, you'd hear this like coming around the corner, and it would just be like a bullet flying across the screen.
Yeah. Okay. So
Chief does not like those games.
no, I do not. And so you told me to get it. It was like $5, and you're like, we're gonna play it. I was like, okay, I'll play a scary game, whatever. How scary can it actually be? And so we were going through it, playing the game, and I was like, okay, it's not that bad. And she started chasing us or whatever. But then he didn't tell me what happens when she actually catches you. I'm in a dark freaking room. I got my headphones on, things, and then this like girl's zombie face just like pops up in your face and screams and loud, and I was almost like crap my pants, playing this game. And like so I die, and I hear Angry on the other side just like laughing at me, hysterically because I'm screaming. He's like, "Oh, did she get you?" I'm like, "No shit, she got me. What the hell are you doing?"
Oh, you're making me want to play that game again.
I still, it's just
We
whenever
should
you
have
were
suggested
describing
that
it,
one.
you're dying and somebody just zipping across the map, like
You're like,
We haven't voted on
she's in the
next month
kitchen,
yet.
JK, she's on the other side of the house now.
yeah. I just remember like turning around and looking around a corner and just seeing the ghost go like, like by a doorway. That's what I was like imagining whenever you're saying the game where you die and move faster.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to go real
This is the
fast.
girl ghost that makes that noise.
Yeah, it's really weird.
She transforms from like the little girl from The Ring into this like
So
terrifying.
she's a trans ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
you blasted a rocket at that car
And died.
and died.
And the car didn't die.
And the car didn't die. Like
I don't
what did you
understand.
hit?
I don't know.
My favorite
He's
clip
in
earlier is when you got
a
in
Nerf
the
gun.
whatever the grinder or whatever it's called, and you're like going around and missed like 3 people in like 1 square foot, and then decided to get out, and then they got it and killed you.
No, they knocked me out of
He
that
got
one.
hijacked.
Yeah.
He got hijacked.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
Give me a little credit.
Yeah, well, I was like, why did you get out?
Oh, it's happening again.
Oh, my God.
So this one goes into a little bit of one small critique I have is I don't know when I played the game, I don't know which games are or which guns are good in this one. And it's like, and I remember in Halo Combat Evolved is like, hey, which gun do you pick up? Like the pistol, you start learning that the pistol's the best one. Apparently, the BR is the best one in this one. Like every gun I picked up, I was like, I feel useless playing with this one.
But yeah, the pistol and the battle rifle are the best weapons. Like to start
The
out
assault's no joke though too.
No,
I mean,
I did good with the
rifle's
assault.
good, but you gotta-
Just standing in the middle of the road.
and you get mowed over by a banshee.
The Hydra is extremely good.
What's the Hydra?
Yes, but you got it. That's that 3 burst like fire plasma gun.
No.
That's-
Unless I have
no.
it wrong, the Hydra is
That's
the one
the-
that
that's the
walks on
Reaper.
people.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Hydra's
the
the
Hydra's
tracking
good.
one.
Yeah, the Hydra's the tracking rifle. Yeah, that's right.
Well,
With
it's 2 different.
missiles.
Actually, I guess it's alternate fire. Like you've got
Yeah.
one that's normal and one that's tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have the commando right now. The commando's good, but
I found it hard to
It's
hit
terrible.
people
Don't say
in
it's good.
multiplayer with the
it's
commando.
hard to hit though.
I don't
Like
know
it
if
does.
I've killed anyone with that gun.
It
I
does
have-
high damage, but
I know I haven't.
I loved it in campaign, but hated
Yeah.
it in multiplayer.
Same.
The
Did you know
recoil
that
is
there's
way
a-
too much.
did you know that there's a perk to get a perfect like headshot with the commando? Like there's
an achievement.
there's an achievement.
Xbox achievement. Yeah.
Like
Is-
how are
is
you
that-
supposed
got
to
it
do
yet.
that?
Which
Like
one
I
is the
just can't
commando?
think of a scenario where I'd rather have that gun versus the pistol, the assault rifle, or the BR.
It's the other assault rifle.
Right, but I'd rather have the assault rifle.
Oh.
I
No,
think.
I was telling Ninja what gun it was. So
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, which did y'all know that this is the first Halo game I've ever played?
Uh-oh.
What?
Well,
yeah, you were a young one. You were a youngling back in the day when Halo was big.
and you didn't have degenerate environments like I did, I guess.
Well, he had the same environment as one of the people in this podcast, but
I think you
Ninja
probably
gonna
grew
be.
up okay if Halo was the worst part of your childhood.
You are chasing this dude. What?
I know.
I grew up in a pretty rough
I got him.
neighborhood. We had Halo
like I said,
LAN parties.
I was in the cultured side of it. The uncultured side played GTA on their PS2 all day.
In my neighborhood, we solved all of our differences with Halo.
It was rough.
But for what it's worth, I didn't like the game. I didn't play the campaign
Campaign
though, so I
multiplayer?
can't say. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just played multiplayer. It seemed like it was just pandering to people who used to like
Probably.
Halo.
I do. I mean, I've
That's
kind of
probably
noticed
why I
that
liked
right
it.
amongst us is the people who played a lot of Halo earlier were like, "Oh, this is great," and the people who didn't were like, "There's
Well-
better first-person shooters."
How many people have played like actual I consider Halo like an arena shooter. Like how many people here have actually played or like arena shooters like Unreal Tournament
Yep.
and like those type
I
things?
love
Because that's what
Unreal.
Halo kind of has its roots in.
I also loved Unreal Tournament as a kid. So
I
that
never
makes
played
sense.
Unreal.
I didn't either.
I
Yeah, I
don't know
never
what
played
an
that
arena
either.
shooter is.
I
The
think I had,
main
like, a
one-
demo on PC or something. It was awesome.
The main game that Ninja and Angry and I play is Destiny 2. which is from the creators of Halo.
Right.
Creators
Yep.
Bungie.
Also, to be fair, I haven't played a Halo game a lot like this since Halo 3. So
Yeah.
they kind of went away from this model a little bit for a couple games, and then this, I guess whoever said it, I don't know who was talking. Like this felt like they were getting back to the roots of people who used to like Halo, so that might make sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
a little bit.
My only complaint about the multiplayer is that the time to kill is extremely long as compared to other games that
Unless you know what you're doing.
unless you know what you're
Right.
doing. Yes, like headshots are definitely like you
Rewarded.
have to be really good at headshots to have a fast time to kill.
Yeah.
But other than that, like if you're not good at headshots, then you might as well be JarNod playing this game. So I'm just,
Well, you need teamwork too.
yes, you do need team shot as well. Yes.
Yeah,
how
I
they
think
take
that was
down those
my
shields.
main complaint about the multiplayer is that it felt like, besides just being more accurate, there wasn't a whole lot of like skill that I could put in from my other FPS experiences to make myself better at this game.
Transfer over, right?
Yeah, like in Destiny, for instance. I know it's not a great comparison, but movement is a huge part, and like here it seemed like you either jump around or you strafe, and that's it. In Destiny, there's a lot of options.
But yeah, there's a ton more mobility in Destiny as compared to this.
I kind of agree with whoever said the arena thing though, because like I'll admit I've played games like way back, like GoldenEye, but then I've played most of the Call of Duties, Destiny 1 and 2, things like that. And I would categorize what I have enjoyed and done well at as like first-person shooters, but I don't play things like Battlefield, which kind of reminds
Do
me
you
of
like
it.
quick TTK kind of?
I guess, like, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think the TTK was a little too long for my taste here, but I mean, I could do without the insta kill of Call of Duty.
I hate Twitch shooters. Yeah.
But I think that's maybe a little bit too fast. But I did feel like this one, like
Jump in that passenger seat,
you didn't
JarNod.
I tried to get into the other one, and when I pressed E, it jumped into the wrong one.
like if you didn't put in the massive amount of time to get good at
All right,
headshots,
we're gonna go back real quick. Where it's, I can't find it anymore. Whatever. But I thought I was running to the rear end of it.
Well,
That sounded-
if you jump in the wrong seat, you can use on controller you point
just
in the
press-
direction and press A, and you can choose which the seats you move to.
Again, these are things that are not intuitive to me on a mouse and keyboard.
I think one thing
They're not-
this game got right in terms of getting back to legacy was making the guns feel like they were punchier. Maybe you guys don't agree with that, but Halo 1, which it sounds like was the one most of us played, the guns felt very powerful.
Yeah, the guns in this felt a lot more similar to Halo 1 than 2 or 3.
And in Halo 2,
This
like,
was
the
powerful?
SMG and everything was like a pea shooter.
I'd hate to see
Well,
what
the
they were
BR
like when they weren't
especially has
powerful.
a really
SMG
nice
suck.
punch to it, I think.
I think any of the
but-
guns felt punchy.
Here it is.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I'm
I was
speaking
so mad
relative
after
to
that one.
Halo games, but Halo 2 and 3, a lot of the guns felt like BB guns in a lot of ways.
Well, that's because they went to dual wielding there for a little while, and so they had to take that into account with the sandbox. So they made individual weapons a little weaker, because if you dual wield them, then they were more powerful than a single weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
would have
and-
loved dual wielding the Halo 1 assault rifle. I think that would have been fantastic. Fantastic fun, just those hand cannons.
So, I guess Halo nerds in particular, but I'm also interested with non-Halo nerds. What did you guys think of the store for this free-to-play multiplayer? Obviously,
There's
I
a
hope
store?
no one spent actual cash in the store, but as a Halo fan, I was that's probably the part that pissed me off most about this entire thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
JarNod was tempted to get the cat ears the other day.
I was.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
because he
I-
already has some in real life. So.
which
Yeah.
made me sad a little bit.
I will say that I'm very anti microtransaction, but I'm bothered by
As
the
you should be.
I'm bothered by the ability of people to put different color armor than the team they're on.
I did that intentionally.
It bothers me so much.
Just hoping that 50% of the time I'll confuse people, you know.
I appreciate what they did to fix that, but I'm just like, it irritates me because I'll be running by and be like, I'm not sure if this guy's on my team necessarily.
Yeah. You can vent your
so
frustrations
my
at me.
next gripe, talking about like the microtransactions and stuff like that, the seasonal pass leveling system
I didn't even
is
bother.
horrendous.
I'd agree with you.
The
You saying compared
challenge,
to old Halo of just you're
I'm
always
just
a rank?
compared to any type of ranking of any type of leveling up of a battle pass or a season pass or anything like that. Like only doing it to where you completing challenges gives you experience, like not actually like killing people. You know, like you're not getting like, 5%, 5 XP for every person you kill, something like that, like just tying it to strings of objectives, I think is very stupid. And because like when it was free to play, whenever it first came out, like I was trying to grind that battle pass as much as I could because I wanted to get uh those cosmetics and stuff, right? Like that's what I
Free
wanted.
stuff.
But it took so long to even level up, like because you'd try, and also they tied some objectives to certain game modes, like like
That you
something
may
was
not
like
even
kills
play.
an
Yeah.
oddball, and like that was one of my last challenges, like something had to do with oddball, and I played 5 games in a row of like either Team Slayer or something else. Like it wasn't oddball, and so I was just like stuck. Like I couldn't progress anymore with the challenges, and so I thought that was pretty stupid on how they did that. And they've made some adjustments, like they've made adjustments to the battle pass leveling system to make it a little faster. But I thought that was a pretty dumb move. Now, how high did you guys get on your battle pass?
I think 7.
Like 1.
I'm at 76.
I'm about halfway through the
See,
first level.
With
I
the
made
battle
it to
pass?
54 whenever I stopped.
I never do any of the battle pass or cosmetic stuff, so I didn't even know how it worked. I assumed I was ranking up from just killing people normally. I didn't know it was even challenge based at all.
That would explain
Yeah.
why I got bitched at a couple times by people. They were like, "You should let
What do
me
you
cap
mean?
it." Like they would be like chatting, and you should let me cap that because I would have gotten the challenge. Or like, I was like, "What's going
Okay.
challenge?"
But see, but that's what's so bad about making leveling the battle pass based around challenges.
Oh yeah,
Is you get people not playing the objective the way they're supposed to.
Exactly.
Instead of scoring, they have to kill somebody who's returning a flag, and so they drop the flag and let the team try to return it so they can try to kill them.
Yep.
So it's a really, like, they did some really good things with the battle pass. One is the battle passes never expire. So like if you buy a battle pass, or even if you're free, you can come back and finish that battle pass now or 3 years later. So battle passes never expire. But like in a lot of other battle passes, you get currency so that you can spend on
Get
other
the
items.
next one.
Yeah, there's no currency available in the battle pass. The challenge system is just horrible in leveling up the battle pass in general. So uh, they made one really good contribution to the battle pass world by making it not expire, so you don't have that FOMO. But everything else is a misstep.
I did play. Excuse me. I did play that little seasonal, or that little what was that called? Event.
Oh, winter
The
contingency.
fractured. No, not the winter one. The one before that. Fractured Tenrai. And that was fun. Like because there was one challenge leveled up a level. So like every challenge you completed, you got something from it, and so you're actually like moving through that specific leveling system pretty quick. And there was that samurai armor was pretty cool looking.
So funny enough, actually, due to outcry, they had actually padded that Tenrai event battle pass with like challenge swaps and XP gains, and they've now switched those out for the next time it comes back with more armor pieces. So you actually have more opportunities to get more free armor rather than
Nice.
battle challenge swaps and XP gains.
Okay, who is this in our chat? Do you see this?
What?
I was wondering about that.
What?
The like either really foreign or guy that went to
I think it's a
virus.com.
bot.
It's probably a bot.
In our chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, in our stream chat.
Oh, in our stream chat. Oh, I haven't even
Yeah,
paid attention.
we have a viewer.
Oh,
We have. Well, I mean, I'm viewing it on the stream, but like,
hey.
What's up?
Any
What's
requests?
the question?
it's. I don't even
Smash
know what
that
they're.
like button.
I don't even know what they're doing, but it's some type of bot.
It's an
It's a what?
I couldn't figure out who you were talking about earlier. I thought you were talking about in the Discord. I couldn't figure out anyway.
There, I responded. Maybe that we'll have a dialogue going.
Nice. Good. So, okay, so this.
Beep boop.
Arr.
Arr. Beep beep boop bop.
Beep boop.
It's one of my favorite
Oh my
gaming
gosh.
stories of all time.
Are you going to tell us, or?
Yeah, Angry, you want to?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember how it started. We were just
were
playing
playing something.
something, and then like I think it was back not for our game of the month, but a long time ago. We were playing Sea of Thieves, and Ninja went yar, and then I said beep boop, which is just like an obscure reference to that SpongeBob episode where like SpongeBob and Patrick are sitting in a cardboard box and they're like imagining things, and Squidward is hearing it, and they're like, "Let's go to Robot Pirate Island." And so Squidward finally he hears all these crazy sound effects and stuff like that sounds like they're actually at Robot Pirate Island, and so he goes and sits in the box with them expecting to be transported, and it's just them sitting there going beep boop yar.
And I can't believe I got it. Was the thing. We just on the same page.
Yeah, it was just like a weird
chemistry.
wavelength that we both got.
So, Gus, I haven't heard much. What you thought of Halo Infinite?
Oh, I haven't played the campaign, but I liked the multiplayer a lot. I thought you're talking about the punchy weapons earlier.
I disagree.
All right, especially like in Halo 4, the
You
weapons
just
felt
hiding with the hammer.
so weak. So it was nice to. I didn't play. What was the one in between? It was just Halo 5. Is that what it was called? I forget.
Yeah.
Reach?
No, Reach.
No,
was good.
Reach
I
was
liked-
before 4.
Okay.
I liked Reach a lot. Who else liked Reach? Did
I
anyone
liked
play
Reach.
I didn't play multiplayer a ton. I was
just played the
very
campaign.
excited for Reach, given that I read the book, and it wasn't very much like the book, so that was disappointing to me.
Oh.
I don't know who else read the book here, but
That's like me in Lord of the Rings.
I read that.
yeah. But yeah, the campaign they did for that wasn't very much like the book. So
Yeah, I was expecting more of Master Chief's blue team for Halo Reach.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's exactly
his
what I was imagining.
best buddies.
Mhm.
But I really liked the story of Halo Reach, and how you and your team are trying to get through this doomed world, the planet Reach. And I liked how all the characters, and this sounds bad, but I liked how you lost like friends. Like that was
Yeah,
the
they had
first
personality.
Halo. Yeah, that was the first Halo that you had your team with you at various moments, and their deaths actually meant something for the most part throughout the campaign. It was
Mhm.
pretty interesting.
And well, I guess what I was gonna say would be a spoiler. Does anyone care about Reach spoilers?
No.
Nope.
No.
I also like how you end it by playing until you die, basically.
That level you
The
can't win.
survival, yeah. The
Yeah,
level
it's
you
cool.
can't win, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool to end a game by dying.
That was really cool.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a spoiler.
Oh,
Okay, that's
Wow.
too soon.
Red Dead
I
Redemption
actually
soon.
enjoyed
1?
that game for
Not
2
far
Arthur?
enough away from that yet?
Oh,
I
I
felt
was so
really bad
mad
about
at
it.
Angry and Ninja. I was in the middle of playing Red Dead 2,
I haven't even played it yet.
and
That's
they
more recent.
100% spoiled the game for me.
Oh,
And I was like, well, so I just stopped playing it.
you just
And
Stop playing it.
yes, I stopped playing it because of you two.
Wow.
Well, did you know your horse dies?
Whoa! What?
Well, my horses died like 4 or 5 times in that game. That didn't matter
Well,
to me.
There's
Wait,
another.
multiple endings.
Your horse dies if you've like. Oh yeah, it's if you've built up like a
Bernard, you
relationship
start
with your
shooting at
horse.
teammate 'cause he
It's really
shot forward.
sad.
Oh, well. Anyway,
There's
still.
like a whole horse death scene.
Oh man, do you at least like eat it or make glue out?
My God,
Turn it into a
Oh,
saddle.
I'm sorry.
heartless man.
I was.
Can I say
liked-
my complaints?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean, Gus was in the middle of saying
Yeah,
his
I didn't know he had more.
praises.
Once he's done, because I
Well,
heard him keep
I
talking.
like that. Oh man, I lost my train of thought.
Thanks, Happy Hawaiian.
Sorry.
I guess you can go now.
I love Halo Infinite. I'm playing a lot of it. It's kind of my main game at this point. But I have some complaints. One is, as a console player, I don't like that the default is crossplay, or at least controller and keyboard mix.
Get good.
I am way better than JarNod. He's on PC.
I haven't played Halo in 10 years.
That's our standard.
I know.
comparing to now.
I just like to rip on you for that. But I also want more maps. It did not
Yes.
launch as many maps at all, which is kind of a good thing because it means I like it and I just want more of it. But it still didn't launch with very many.
So, by the way, I looked it up. This is about average for what most Halo games have started with.
I feel
Most
like it
start
usually
right
starts
around
about
10.
10. Okay,
Well,
is
we
there
got 9.
10? What is there?
We got
There's
9.
I feel like
Uh-huh.
I played like 5 of them.
Well, I think there's
think the
3 big
player
team and
playlist-
then
Oh, that's the
Like-
problem.
3 big team maps, 3 kind of mid-size, kind of works for both, and then 3 small maps.
Yeah, so the at least in ranked, I feel like there's like 3 maps, and a lot of it is strongholds on that streets one. I feel like that's half of ranked matches is that one, but I don't like the playlists. The fact that there's not objective based playlists because I just want to play capture the flag permanently, and they're kind of forcing you into these other game modes that aren't as fun.
And now that was something that they did see that they royally screwed at the beginning because all they had was like quick play, big team, ranked, and
ranked.
something else. They had 4, I think.
Which-
Well, when
that's-
Bots.
that's
10
what,
came out, they did Fiesta.
Okay,
When Halo
but then
4 came out, it was coming right off Halo 3, which is amazing for playlists, and just the lack of playlists there kind of made that game die for me, honestly.
Yeah.
it
but they
just
have
wasn't as
since
fun.
added, a tactical slayer, which because you can't use the word SWAT anymore because it triggers people.
It's
and then,
all the Twitch
Wait,
people.
what?
You can't use SWAT because the
Yeah.
Twitch
Oh,
people get
time out.
swatted.
How does that trigger people?
I was
Literally,
actually
it
wondering
triggers
that
people.
too.
Super triggered right now from you talking about this.
I
Is it
know.
because they had bad SWAT experiences?
I don't know, but like they were
is it
saying
for
they want
swatting
tactical
people?
Actually,
slayer.
speaking of TTK, did you guys try Tactical Slayer at all? Because that's
I
instant
did.
TTK.
Yeah, I did. I
Um,
mean, I played a little bit of it, but
Well, and actually, one of my friends who isn't a big Halo person either, I played that with them, and they liked that game a whole lot and didn't really like the base game. So, that's another option. But all those game modes right now are all Slayer variants, and what I want are objective
Objective, yeah.
variants.
Well, yeah, that's what I think. Quick play has objective, but also still has Team Slayer. Even
Right.
there is a Team Slayer playlist.
There's like 7 playlists, and none of them are solely objective based.
Yeah.
And I would also love just like literally just big team capture the flag. And one way they could get around this is by giving us like 3 options of what to play and letting people vote like they used to. at the start of the match of what they want to play. But my other complaint is the fact that casual play has skill-based matchmaking, which I don't know if they're ever going to get rid of that. I don't think they ever will. But
That's a classic Bungie move.
I like that in the past there was ranked, and then you could just go play a random assortment of people, and sometimes you'll get absolutely wiped, and sometimes you'll just absolutely dominate, and that made it fun. Or at least I thought it made it fun.
It's been an issue in Destiny for like 2 years. They did
Which, like, I guess when you're trying to sell skins and keep people interested, it makes sense that you're gonna like people who are bad. You're just gonna pair them with people who are bad, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Wait, was it? I think it was Activision Blizzard that had a patent for cosmetic matchmaking, so that they would put people like when you bought an item, they allowed you to basically they'll put you with like worse players for a couple games to make you feel really, really strong, and so that those worse players would see the cool gear that you were wearing. And so,
God, that's so shitty.
Could be Activision or EA.
I think it was Activision.
Surprised me.
That's so shitty.
from like just
are we
actual
surprised
information.
it's pay to win? I mean,
I was gonna say that's pretty inventive. Like some guy.
Yeah, I'm not
obviously
saying
got a
it's
bonus.
not smart. I'm just saying, like, my
Right.
God, you're such a douchebag for doing that.
Seriously, yes.
I
As a player,
will
hate
say
it.
It's super smart, though. I mean,
it's a patent. I don't know if they've actually used it,
Oh, okay.
but they do have it patented. So,
Of course.
they've probably used it.
you like that double kill?
I liked it.
Did you get a double kill while I'm away? My goodness.
He
Did you count
basically
yourself?
jumped.
Well, he
those kills?
suicided himself.
Yeah, he
Oh.
jumped and landed on a warthog and then fired a rocket point blank into the warthog.
It was very effective.
Hey, 2 for 1.
Learned it from Johnny Quest.
I actually think the rocket launcher is not strong enough. In this
Oh
game.
no, the rocket launcher is terrible.
It's it's still a power weapon, but
The
I've
velocity.
survived a rocket hit in a warthog.
Yeah, like the
I don't know. I couldn't
velocity-
move out of the way when I was on that turret.
I know. I was about to say, like, I saw that rocket come at you 3 miles away, going insanely slow, and you just watched it hit you. Like, the velocity on that thing is so slow.
Yeah,
And I actually don't
coming
mind
across
that,
the
but
map like.
See, I think vehicles need a buff. I think vehicles. There's too
Except
many
the flying
things
one.
to kill them with these days. You know, and like and grapple shots. You know, obviously are easy to commandeer vehicles from people. Like I think the vehicles need a bit of a buff.
Which I feel like it's vehicle specific, because the Warthog feels perfect to me. The Rocket Hog feels like garbage. I don't know if you've used that at all.
The random few
Yeah, I've
times it's
used
come
it.
up.
Yeah, the mongooses are fine. The wraith that gets dropped is too strong, I think. And then what is the human flying vehicle? What is that called?
The wasp.
Wasp.
The wasp is definitely. I think that thing is too powerful.
Yeah.
I like the wasp a lot. The
It's
banshee is.
it's fun to be in it. The banshee, I haven't
Banshee
even got
is-
to use yet because it's not in any like base part. It's just a random drop.
Only in Fiesta, actually.
No. It's on one of the maps.
Somebody will
Sand
drop.
one.
Oh yeah, it'll drop in some of the big team battle stuff, right?
No, and on
It's
Quick
on
Play,
the
there's a
map,
map.
too.
There's that one map on Quick Play. I don't know the
Sand
name of
River.
it.
Oh,
But
Behemoth, the sandy one with the Forerunner structure.
Yes, in the middle.
Yes, it randomly shows up there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Also, I just picked up a sniper, which reminds me. One thing that's different in this game versus previous Halos I've played is there's a lot more cover everywhere and verticality. Versus previous Halo games had very large, open, symmetrical maps, and you could really expect where people were going to be, and the sniper was very useful for that. And I really don't care if I have the sniper or not in this game, because
There's not a big line of sight option.
there's not big lines of sight on really any map. The only symmetrical map is that one that is usually on the smaller game mode I don't even know the names of the maps. But it's got the two like gravity launchers that launch you left or right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind
the
of
one
a
I was
desert.
talking about with
That's
the.
Behemoth.
Yeah, that's Behemoth. Yeah.
Yeah, Behemoth is really the only like classic Halo map I think in this thing. In terms of how it feels, and I mean I like pretty much all the maps. I don't actually dislike them. But that's the only one I think I would want to have the sniper and really feel like I'm missing out if I don't have it.
Have you used the
Versus in the
shock rifle
past,
much?
I have it. I mean, it's a high skill weapon.
Very.
It's way more difficult to use. You have
One
to get the
shot.
headshot,
Yeah,
and
one
the
shot
body shots
headshot.
don't really do much.
Wait, the
So
shotgun
don't-
will one-shot headshot?
No, the shock rifle.
Oh, the shock rifle. Okay.
It's harder to use, so I'd rather probably just have the BR most of the time. But yeah,
But- Good.
He's gone.
Oh no.
to use, I don't really feel like I'm missing out on it. Versus in the past, people would sit there for 2 minutes waiting for it to spawn because it was so good.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the idea of this being the Halo for the next 10 years?
I'm cool with it.
I hope they make the multiplayer better.
I mean, in my mind, Halo was dead until this came out, so I'm just happy it's back. Like I haven't played
agree with that.
Halo consistently at all since Halo 3.
JarNod, you have an enemy in your car.
I know. I tried to shoot him.
You're driving, and he killed you.
There's one time JarNod and I were playing together like a month ago probably, and this guy drives up to us on the other team in a Warthog, and he jumps in the turret and I jump in the passenger seat. So we're just riding with him, and the guy gets out and like his teammate comes and blows us up or something, but we rode around the map, like half the map with him. Just driving.
I say I saw someone else do it and tried it and was able to. I got a bad guy, like one of the other team got in my turret, and so I drove the Warthog off the side of the level and then grapple shotted back on the level after basically leaving him to go off the side.
You got it.
Somebody lives next to a train.
Oh no! Someone's going to look at all the train schedules, triangulate the position.
Other
okay, so
vehicles, though. Oh,
quick,
sorry.
quick question.
ahead.
Someone said this is going to be a 10-year game. Like, what are they going to add to it? Like campaign and story and stuff?
Yes, yes. The idea is that
Actions.
they will be adding modes, maps. So like, I don't know if you guys have played Halo Firefight, which is like a 4v. It's like a PVE mode for Halo. That's in the works. Obviously, Forge is coming back, which is kind of like the Halo version of a map editor / game editor. And then the idea with this new open world style Halo campaign is that they can add hubs and islands to the existing campaign and expand that. Even if anybody beat the game, the ending of the game lends itself to it not actually being over completely,
Yes.
and they can add DLC.
So there is talks of DLC.
Correct.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I don't know. I was following the development of this, and apparently, Halo was supposed to release like a whole year ago, like
Right.
back in, I guess, 2020, and it was not in shape to do that. And they actually brought in Joseph Staten, who is not only one of the original Bungie guys who worked on Halo, but also the voice of the Grunts in Halo. And they brought him back in because he was working at Microsoft. He did games like Recore, if you remember Recore.
Yeah, I remember Recore.
I never played
And
that.
he also like basically his job was to go in and help development studios reach the finish line. Like he's just really good at that. And so they brought him in after the bad E3 showing in 2020. And basically he scrapped a bunch of the campaign because he said, you guys need to, make your focus smaller, work on what you know. Don't try to shoot for the moon, all in one big swipe, and help them refocus and get Halo to a launchable place, because apparently it was pretty bad off. But a bunch of that stuff that they cut, they still worked on, and they're going to bring back in. Joseph Staten was saying that it was not. It's like they were trying to do too much, really.
Right.
And so he helped cut the fat.
That's cool. I mean, gosh, I've been playing Destiny for 7 years, and it's the same way. So,
Dude, well, funny thing, actually, Joseph Staten was a huge part of Halo 2, 3, ODST, and Halo Reach.
yeah,
Big part of all of those.
that was all the ones that Bungie made.
Yes, yeah. Well, he came in after Halo 1. Otherwise, he came in Halo 1 and voiced the grunt dialogue, basically, and then became a huge part of the story and the direction for all the future Halos. Well, he was still at Bungie when they started Destiny, and apparently, because he was wrapping up Halo Reach when they started Destiny, they did not have him in on the Destiny story directions and everything. And so a bunch of the stuff that was good about Destiny was after they brought Joseph Staten back in. That's why there was so much craziness with the launch and like the Stranger in Destiny, and like the one that was like teleporting around. You'll have to forgive me in my Destiny lore.
That's her name. Yep, that's her name.
But like the Stranger, and then who are the people that lived in the purple world with blue skin?
Awoken.
The Awoken, and like the Queen. The Queen Awoken and her brother. Like Joseph Staten like tried to get them to do a bunch of stuff with that they ended up cutting out and then brought back later. And like apparently a lot of Destiny's story mess was because they didn't involve Joseph Staten enough.
It was because Activision came in.
Nobody knew what the story was.
Yeah, Activision came and said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do with the game." Like Bungie had finished Destiny, Bungie had finished it, and like 3 months before the release, they got the partnership with Activision, and Activision gave them all that money, and then Activision said, "No, start over." And so like basically they scrapped a lot of the story that they had done, and they redid it into vanilla Destiny, which is what they always call it.
That's what it is. Joseph Staten must have done the first part, and then they scrapped his stuff, and that's why he left Bungie. By the way,
but then they brought him back to help the other ones because they stopped. Activision was like, "Hey," they stepped away, and then I shouldn't say step away. They still had a bunch of say in the game, but they let the developers actually do more of it. And then the Taken King came out, and the Taken King was the best DLC for Destiny, and it fixed a whole lot of the problems that vanilla Destiny had. But then once vanilla Destiny 2, it was the exact same thing. They had made Destiny 2. They had made Destiny 2, and then Activision like scrapped it again because they wanted the microtransactions and other stuff like that. And it was all focused on that bullshit once it was doing it. And so, but then once Activision stepped back again and let them come out, then we had Forsaken, which was the best DLC for Destiny 2 up until Beyond Light. And so
Nathan Fillion left.
Except Nathan Fillion left, yeah.
If you want a good Destiny or a good Halo, get Joseph Staten.
And get rid of Activision.
And get rid of Luke
Well, they already
Smith.
got rid of Activision.
Yeah, Activision's no longer part of Bungie anymore. But
I was going to say, I pretty much stopped playing Destiny 2 for like 6 or 7 months, and then because it had gotten so unfun, and then they when they finally parted ways with Activision, I was like, oh, it's kind of fun to play again.
Why do I get so much crap about shitting all over Activision Blizzard then?
Oh, we agree.
We agree with you.
You're just you're a passionate man.
Yeah, but no, and then there was this.
It's a trigger warning. Somebody says like "Acta," and you're like Activision. What the fuck?
As you should.
I've been staying
EA is
active.
worse
What?
though.
Yeah, I've been trying to get active lately.
But no, the game director for Destiny, his name was Luke Smith.
Which, by the way,
And-
started his career as a journalist.
Yeah. And then now Luke Smith is no longer part of Destiny. Like Bungie is working on a brand new IP, and like he's heading up that. And so then it was passed on to Joe Blackburn, and Joe has been in the lead since Beyond Light, and it's just been so much better. Like the way that they've done the seasonal contents and the other stuff like that, like it's just been a whole lot better.
Well,
I
yeah,
can't
don't let a journalist be your game director.
I know. He was
Especially
Luke
like
Smith
game
was
journalist.
Luke Smith was terrible.
Yeah. He worked.
Speaking of the,
What was that? I forget the name of the place he worked for, but it was like Kotaku before it was Kotaku.
Oh,
It was bad.
Kotaku before
Free Kotaku. I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't remember.
Oh,
yeah,
one up.
the long game as a service model. I feel like even before games as a service was a thing, Halo 3 was able to keep the community alive by just adding fun playlists constantly.
Yes.
Free maps.
Yeah, free maps, and they would add like Rocket Race or Griff Ball, Zombies. Like those became official playlists, and they were just community created games originally. That people would go into Big Team and party up after the game and start doing custom games for hours. And people had all these maps that they had file shared with each other, and game modes that they had file shared with each other, and people just learned these games before they even became official playlists. But they actually embraced that creativity, and it made it a lot of fun. And I think that's what died after Halo 3 in a big way.
That's one of the
No,
things that like older games. Warcraft 3 comes to mind. Basically anything with the source, like Half-Life turning to CS:GO and stuff. It just, if you provide the tools to the community for them to create their own stuff
And embrace it.
It's awesome.
I was
Well,
thinking
and
about
Halo 4 just felt soulless after Halo 3. Like, and I know it's probably because Bungie and everything went off to do other things, but it just totally lost the magic after that. So I hope they bring that back with this eventually.
Well, to me, you mentioned a key component that Halo Infinite is missing, and that's a great pregame and postgame lobby system. Because
Mhm.
like you said, you'd play against people in big team battle, and then afterwards, good team and bad team, blue team, red team, whatever, everybody could talk to each other, which was a mess, and you'd hear more racist tirades sometimes
was
than you would,
also
at your
fun.
uncle's house. Yeah, but like you could party up with those people and then move to a custom game, all
you
from
guys
the
want to go
lobby.
be racist over here?
Right, exactly. And then because you had the custom game type supported by the developer, you could play things like Rocket Race or Infection and different game types in a custom game lobby with these random people that you just met in matchmaking.
Yeah,
d-
well,
I
and,
do
and I
miss
think they
that
can't
about
do
old
that.
matchmaking. Is like
They
the
can't do that because of the skill-based matchmaking. So they want to constantly reorganize people based on skill rather than just putting a bunch of random people together.
Well, I mean, the skill-based matchmaking, they will not be able to do a skill-based matchmaking with custom games. Like that's just
Well, no, but I'm saying the persistent lobbies
You
that they
can't.
used to have, as well as like
Oh.
they can't. You used to be able to just start up another big team game if people would stay in the lobby, like you wouldn't have to search for anybody. And then often those that where you got a bunch of people who were interested in replaying each other, those just morphed into custom game sessions eventually. But
Well, one thing that's overlooked is how influential Halo 2 was on how we play games in general these days, because Halo 2,
yeah,
honestly changed the face of gaming with its lobby system, its clan system, the matchmaking, the friends list. Basically, Halo 2 was the
they made Xbox Live
structure of the Xbox
for
Live.
Microsoft.
Yeah. The Xbox Live was built upon the structure of Halo
Amazing.
2, which was a guy named Max Hoberman. who went on to start Certain Affinity, which, if you guys know, has made like map packs for Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, all sorts of places now.
Yeah, we wouldn't have, or would have taken longer to get console shooters or online console play at all without Halo 2. I mean, Xbox Live was just Halo 2 back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss the lobby chat. When I used to play Call of Duty,
Right.
you'd get in there and
Modern Warfare 2 lobby chat. Oh my god.
I played the
At
most
least-
Black Ops 2, but yeah, I mean that was a big part of the game though, is you'd get in there and like 90% of the time it's just a bunch of 12-year-olds saying the N-word.
Yeah,
But it's
and
like-
now it's always
And now they're
considered
live streamers.
toxic or whatever. But
Yeah. But then you get in there with some people and you start playing with them, and I don't know. I still remember I joined a lobby. This was pretty recently, but I joined a lobby and was playing, and someone goes, "Oh shit, this giraffe just joined and he is pissed." And I was like, "This is the type of stuff I miss. Is the nonsense that was in there."
But speaking of racism, I feel like we should get to one of our sponsors.
I actually appreciate the PC chat as a console player, just watching people put ridiculous stuff on there.
The
But-
text chat.
Yeah.
This is we're angling for these two to be sponsors. They're not yet, but we'd love to get Hassan or Vosh to sponsor VGotM. And I know they got banned by Twitch for using the hard R slur, but at VGotM we don't mind them calling us crackers.
We can get Lance to sponsor us.
Who are those people?
I don't even know who these people are.
We get Jeff to sponsor us next month.
You can get banned for saying cracker now?
Yeah, on Twitch
Yeah,
they got
really.
banned for a week.
I didn't think people could get banned for being racist against us. Not that I'm white.
Yeah.
Really narrowing it down now.
All right, it's a white angry giraffe. Look for him.
Next you're going to tell me you're a doctor or something. Oh my God.
Well, that does narrow it down some.
A white doctor,
Not that
come
many white
on.
doctors, actually, yeah.
Oh man.
Every time.
I don't know if you heard, but NHL 22 is going to be adding a women's hockey team. I haven't heard if there's going to be
Isn't that
there's
just called figure skating?
Oh, wow.
But I haven't heard they're going to allow like players to set up like the women's team versus the men's team or what's going to happen there. But I have heard
They allowed it. It won't be realistic
There's
at
no
all.
way
to
They're definitely going to
play
bump the women's
I have
team a
heard
lot.
I have heard that if you're on the women's team, you can like get a microtransaction and buy a male to female transgender, and they'll play on the women's team and dominate.
You were going to say wiener team.
I can't tell if you're
Say
joking.
wiener team or winter team? What?
That sounds like
We
NCAA
declare this
hockey.
team the
Hold on,
wiener.
hold on. I can't tell if you're joking or not. That's how sad it is, I think. But
That's the best
I'm
part
Wait,
about
wait,
You guys notice
you
in
tell me
setting
if
up
you're
your
joking or not. I want to know.
I just want to know if they're going to get paid equally.
did you guys know in setting up your character or your Spartan for Halo, in past Halos you could choose male body or female body, and now it was body
Yeah.
type 0, 1, or 2.
There were
Brutal.
3?
Yeah.
That's still
Wow.
binary, though.
Oh, triggered.
That's true.
No, it's 3 different body types: 0, 1, and 2.
What was? Wait, so
So
there's
that's
gotta be a
trinary?
Male
Trinary.
one and a female one. What's the other one? You have like
Elite. Should have been an elite.
Pam.
The third one.
I don't know. We're going to get in trouble here.
Nope. Not getting in trouble.
I still think my burn was the best when you said there's going to be a female
That was
NHL game.
That was nice.
That was a good burn. That was a good burn.
What did you say?
I said, isn't that just called figure skating?
That's the
I
best
said body
figure skater
checking. They
there,
just
dude,
sit
so-
and talk
What,
about their feelings.
what I'm picturing is that old like N64 game where you just like it was like the NFL Blitz version of hockey, where you could
Oh,
just skate
NHL hits.
direct-
Yes.
skate
Oh,
directly into someone, and the announcer was like, "Oh, that's gonna hurt! Like that's gonna be the entire game."
You can go body check the goalies to score.
Yeah.
I
What-
loved that game.
What were the sports games that it wasn't the Blitz ones, but the one where you did like crazy freestyle combos?
SSX tricky.
NBA Street.
Well, no, NBA
Yeah,
Street.
there's
That's what I'm thinking
NBA
of.
Street.
Yeah.
Street one.
Then there was the SSX Tricky, and then there was the other one was
NFL Street also, right?
There was an NFL Street.
There was a
NBA
baseball
Jam.
game, too.
NBA Jam.
Wow.
I remember
For
NBA
NFL
Jam, but
Blitz,
yeah.
you could get on fire and just run all the way down the field.
Yeah, that was. Oh, that was NFL Blitz.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed that game.
that was back when EA was a good company.
Yes.
That was back when EA said, "Hey, you know the actual real rules of a football game? Yeah, we're going to ignore all those."
Those are lame.
It's like,
It's like well after the play ended, you could come smash some dude's face into the ground.
you know that whole thing about like penalties? Yeah, we're not going to have any of those.
There was. This just reminds me of other sports games. Of like, I got some boxing
the
games.
backyard games.
Yeah, those were fun.
Oh
games.
yeah, the
I
backyard.
got a boxing game for the PS2 where you like rotated the sticks to punch people.
Uh-huh.
Y'all remember that?
I think
No.
so.
Like it was actually a lot of fun, but my only complaint was I remember you had to. It was like GTA San Andreas where you had to like keep your character in shape, and so you had to spend like 30 minutes in between fights going and like
Oh, goodness.
lifting weights.
Too much
I
of a
love
sim.
the top spin tennis game. I don't know if anyone ever played that.
Oh
remember
yeah,
That was
I
like a
played that.
It was like
I
a
really
pretty
enjoyed
realistic,
Mario
fun
Tennis.
game back in the day.
Or Outlaw
So
Golf.
one of the what was it? One of the NCAA football games. I think it was like NCAA like 12 or 11 or something. It was one that came in like a dual game with the Xbox, like when you bought it. Like
JarNod,
years
is this the
ago.
guy? Oh, you killed someone. Wow.
He's
You
actually
haven't
killed
been-
a lot of people.
You
in this
haven't
game.
watched it.
Yeah,
I just got back. I got back.
He's been doing good.
They're doing much better outside of Big Team Battle.
Well, okay,
But the,
okay. Real quick, to be fair about the ones we were watching, is I ordered these by when I started playing. So like a month ago was what like the first 20 minutes.
Okay. So this is the progression.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I left for a month, came back, and here you are.
I think this is when we started playing together, Hawaiian.
Okay.
I still the shoddy. I don't like the shoddy.
It's
That
much
was
different.
a pistol you were holding.
No, referring
Unless
to
I'm
the guy that
behind on
killed
the
me.
screen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the new shotgun, you have to start shooting further away. It's got longer range, but it's not near as powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Just because it used to be a way to counter the sword,
Yeah, it's not
where
anymore.
like you could get the bullet true if they were coming at you, and it doesn't make hardly any difference if they're close to you versus like the medium range in terms
Right.
of the damage.
It's like
And
3
I would
shots.
like it to be like a one-shot kill point blank.
Yeah, agreed.
That is one gun that they made feel less punchy, for sure.
Are we gonna announce the game for this next month?
Oh, we should probably vote, huh?
Are we doing like live nominations and
Live?
voting?
Not nominations, just voting.
Wait, can I nominate a different game?
No.
Oh. No one's gonna vote for Battlefield though because it's trash right now.
Yeah, that's correct.
Not with
Okay,
that
so
attitude.
let me just change it. Let me change it.
All right, I'll let you change. I'll let you change.
All right, wait. I'll actually. Can I do like a? Would you guys rather me change it to?
Just vote
No,
for
you
whatever
can't
you
do that.
want. You can't pre-vote.
Would you guys vote for this game if I changed it?
Which one has the best shot? Overwatch
No.
or Age of Empires, the new Age of Empires game?
Also no.
Yeah. You should probably just delete your post.
Or can I just nominate Halo Infinite again?
Sure, go for it.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
Dude, the first time we play one 2 months in a row.
It sounds like none of your options are going to get any votes.
That's what it sounds like.
I'll play Infinite with you. We'll go on a date.
All right.
You buy.
That sounds good.
Wow.
Can I interest you in some skin?
Alrighty.
So,
I'm not exactly sure how to do this.
what were the
Live.
nominations? I don't even know what was nominated. I gotta go.
Oh,
look.
I
Oh,
guess.
you have a spreadsheet set up for this.
Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm seeing Halo.
In the Discord.
Oh,
Okay. Are we?
Are we doing like eyes?
No,
Okay, so I was talking to Angry and Chief about this. Should we like each give a description of the game that we put in the chat, or should we just go for it?
It's
You know,
brief.
because what if
I
some
like
of us
the idea.
haven't looked
Brief
up
description.
brief description? All right. So we can just go chronologically here.
I make mine.
Oh, no.
Are we gonna go off the spreadsheet order?
Oh, I was looking at Discord, but that works too. Whichever is easier.
I'm
Well,
trying to make it
that's
easier
what's
for our
showing me.
viewers.
The stream's messed up.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, I want to see the spreadsheet.
What about the Total War series? Has anyone played that?
You should probably just delete.
You know, we can each talk about the games, but I'm like a political extremist. I've already made up my mind, and you can't change it what I'm going to vote for.
Because I'm an American.
He's a political idealist.
There.
Not a
The
murderer.
stream should be better.
I don't have to change my mind regardless of the evidence put before me.
Exactly.
Okay. So you can watch the Discord stream. You can watch the other stream. Okay.
All right. I suppose I'll start since I nominated the first two.
That's right.
All right.
All right. So Satisfactory is first person, open world. You build a giant factory.
Is it co-op?
It is co-op. We
it's
can-
How
actually
much does it
kinda cool.
cost?
We can all. Well, I don't know how many people can play in one game together, but I know it's at least like 3 or 4.
How many people are
and-
here?
Well, like, how many of us get
4.
on at the same time? Anyway?
4 players at once.
Like, there's at least 3 or 4, which fits the description. But you know, it's a
There might be
typical like
mods to
base
increase it.
building type of like you start with some rocks and convert that into other stuff and get this giant factory going. And it's kind of there's another older game. I think it's Factorio.
Factorio.
I
It's
never
basically a
played
first,
that one.
basically
Yeah,
a
it's
first person.
Factorio.
Yeah.
But you can run the like the conveyor belts between areas like giant spaghetti, and so it just gets super chaotic.
Mm.
So I think it would be hilarious of us all building a factory together.
Yeah.
And then
And the cost of Satisfactory right now is on sale. It's $20.
that is a plus.
Oh, that's a good.
Okay,
yeah,
so
we should,
all right,
we
but
should bring cost into this.
before we continue, should I hide the total points, or should we
Yeah.
allow for? Okay.
You should hide it.
Yes, hide the points. It's like whose line is it anyway?
The
Yeah.
games are made up.
Can
The
we
points don't
employ
matter.
Yeah.
child laborers?
Then I'd like to suggest just the dick editing screen from Cyberpunk.
Foreskin or no foreskin?
For an entire month.
Who can create the best one?
I don't know,
And
I don't
so
know how to
Wizard
call them.
101 we were talking about before, because I said I thought it would be hilarious to have a bunch of adults playing this. You're like putting that in the middle of the screen.
There.
Adults playing what looks like a children's game, but the best way I know how to describe it is like MMO Harry Potter.
It's an MMO.
Like you,
It's actually pretty fun.
it's really fun. Like you get a card deck of spells and go fight like monsters and do quests and stuff like that. But it's a very basic like co-op MMO that has a lot of like playtime to it. We could
Sounds
also
like something Prince Andrew would play.
and on the upside, I'm not even gonna say it.
Come on, say it.
We can all meet children.
Hello, fellow children.
Hello, fellow kids. So there is,
Oh,
I
man.
think it's actually really funny in Wizard 101. So we were talking about the PC chat that pops up in Wizard
I'm
101.
nominating Toontown.
If you say anything like that's not just like "hello, I respect you," then like it censors it.
You get banned right now.
What was that penguin game that everyone
Club
played?
Penguin.
Like,
Club Penguin.
growing
Oh,
up? Club Penguin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Went off.
Oh goodness.
It did go
I
offline.
guess there's a chance Wizard 101 will go offline while we play it.
I think Club Penguin went offline around the same time Jeff Epstein was arrested.
Eee.
Nope.
I remember the lawless wastelands of AOL Instant Messenger. So, like,
That's what I said earlier. I was like, I experienced being molested the old-fashioned way on instant.
yes,
ASL.
exactly.
ASL.
Yeah.
AS.
Me too.
I always remember ASF, and I was like, "What? F means let's fuck." And I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Degenerates on the internet.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, I don't know how you got to it because it's been so long, but I remember there was some option where you could not just talk to your friends on Instant Messenger, you could go into like chat rooms, and I was like, oh my god, because I was in like 5th grade or something, and yeah, it was terrible.
All
Alright,
right.
Deep Rock
Deep Rock Galactic is a suggestion by me. It is a co-op, I think 4 people. You play a dwarf on an asteroid mine or planet that you're
They're
mining.
They're little people, not dwarves.
It's actually a dwarf.
I think you meant
Are any
midget.
of these crossplay?
Deep Rock Galactic is. That is why I am voting for it. Political extremist. I made up. Can't change it.
And it's so and sorry, mind blank. I have so much white light shining into my eyes from all the screens. And then bugs come out after you. So you have to fight, like, they don't look like spiders, don't worry. But,
Spiders.
yeah.
There are spiders in Satisfactory, but there's like a mod or something like that. There's like a setting in there called arachnophobia, and you can change the spiders into cats, but they still make spider noises.
That's even more
So it's like a
terrifying.
cat that's like.
Do they have 8 legs too?
Same with that game Grounded.
Oh yeah.
Microsoft has, and they changed from spiders into like these like floating balls.
Like eyeballs?
Or like
without eyes. They look really weird.
Witherbottom suggested Warhammer Vermintide, which is basically a Left 4 Dead 2 type game set in the Warhammer universe. I played the first one; it was fun.
What's the Warhammer universe?
Tabletop game.
Sorry, my brain just the Warhammer universe is what the Warcraft universe done by Blizzard is kind of based around. Orcs and humans, kobold. Like, think of it like kind of high fantasy.
I know that game, by the way, is released on console. I'm not sure if it's crossplay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's crossplay.
Gunfire Reborn is an adventure level-based game featuring first-person shooter, roguelike, and RPG elements. It's also 4-player co-op. I don't know anything about it. Basically looks like a roguelite shooter. Seems interesting. Tribes of Midgard was my other suggestion. It is you form a tribe with up to 10 players to defend your village from a relentless onslaught of deadly spirits and gigantic brutes. Basically, it's a multiplayer survival game that's more isometric, I think, than first person. Halo Infinite. Happy Hawaiian, would you like to...
Can
we do a quick review of Has anybody
Actually, can I
played Halo
nominate
Infinite
another one?
yet?
Since everyone got to nominate 2.
Okay.
I'm going to nominate The Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2.
Oh, nice.
Wait, is that out? Like,
It's an old game.
It's been out since like
on
2006. They're remastering it, possibly.
Bad
Oh
dog.
no, it's like an independent remaster that's going on. It's not the actual company, but it's an RTS. I'm just skipping, I guess, but it's an RTS based on Lord of the Rings that was actually a ton of fun, and it's multiplayer. And
Where do
you can go look it up if you want. You can get it on Steam. Pretty sure.
I gotta get going. I'm gonna vote right now, if that's okay. If you
Okay.
guys will let me.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I'm
Wow.
voting. My first place votes for Human Fall Flat,
Yes. Let's go.
Okay.
and then second place for Satisfactory, and I'll go 3 for Lord of
Wait,
the Rings.
that's one.
Nice.
That should be a 1.
Oh, you're right.
And 4 for Tribes of Midgard sounds fun, and I don't have a 5th place.
Okay.
You don't?
Thanks for
Do I
coming,
have to?
guess. You don't
How
have to.
about Halo Infinite for 5th place.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
Got a vote. There you go.
I
You
like
got 2
that.
votes for Happy Hawaiian.
I know. I didn't even sell it very convincing. I was trying to get an RTS, if you guys couldn't tell by my other suggestions, and I was like, what could possibly sway people? And I was like, oh, the Lord of the Rings name.
All
All
right.
right, MacGyver, thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, that was Gus.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Gus.
Awkward.
Bye, MacGyver.
By
That
Gus.
was Gus Frame.
Bye, Witherbottom.
I wish Witherbottom. I don't think he played it all this month, though.
That's okay.
All right.
It happens.
Elite Dangerous. Chief, do you want to go into that at all?
Sure. Let me pull it up here. So Elite Dangerous, I played it a while ago, long time ago, when it was vanilla and it was really difficult. It's still really difficult. But it's basically like a super advanced hard mode of No Man's Sky
Oh, interesting.
without the like farming and
Dog.
stuff that you do on planets. It's basically just like galaxy control
It's
with battles on planets and stuff, but it's very technical, like jumping in and out of hyperspace and like docking and stuff. It's very technical on how you do all this stuff. So it's just but it's visually mesmerizing
It's-
and
it's
pretty
kind
awesome.
of like Euro Truck Simulator, but in space.
It's
Yeah.
what simulator?
All right, cool.
Euro Truck Simulator.
And what's also really cool is that the developers of this actually put our own solar system in the game,
Ooh.
and like you can find it. I don't know how this guy found it, but it was like a really crazy way he found it, and like he actually found Voyager 2 like flying through space. So
Oh, that's cool.
like there's just a lot of little Easter eggs that they put in the game, but anyways, like it's got a lot of. It's just a big space game.
Is
And-
Matthew McConaughey in
I
it?
like space games.
I don't know. There are 3 versions. Oh wait, no, there's not. There's just one version of the game, and currently it is on sale for 80% off for $6.
Nice.
Sale ends January 5th.
Angry, are you already voting?
He is.
We haven't even heard the pitches for the latter half.
Wait, how is someone voting already?
Oh, he's doing it
It's
in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
And did you talk about Ace Combat, or was that still Elite?
I have not talked about Ace Combat yet. So again, it's another flight simulator type game. It says that it's multiplayer. I'm not quite sure. I've never played it. It's just one of those games that I've had in my library that I want to play eventually. But it looks cool. Like the videos and the pictures and the graphics of the game looks pretty dang awesome. Really in depth and intriguing, and just a really cool flight simulator battle with, fighter jets, and it looks like there's futuristic weapons too, like futuristic planes and things. But the details in the game look very cool. And again, it is on sale for $15 until January 5th. So there you go.
I don't know what barotrauma is. Ski Freely has not been able to play for the last couple months. So it looks like it's an underwater survival horror game.
Yeah, I looked it up. It
It's
looked
like my phobia.
It's just at a first glance, it looked like kind of like a horror underwater Terraria sort of thing.
That guy's on your team, JarNod.
What?
I was still watching the YouTube,
Oh,
and you
That's
just shot out a red guy who was on your team.
are you still watching the
Bring
YouTube?
it back. Sorry.
He's not
Yeah,
live. He's not live on this stream. He's a few minutes behind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, am I? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but Friendly Fire wasn't on.
It's never on.
Oh,
All
no,
right,
it's-
so
not.
human fall flat.
All right, that's me. Human Fall Flat. I will try to sell you on it briefly. It is the most hilarious game I've ever played in my life, and is the most I've ever laughed playing a game. As an extension of that, I
Wow.
found it because I watched a video of a YouTuber playing it with his friends, and I was like, I must play this game right now. So I made both Angry and Chief buy it. I actually don't know if Chief got it, but I'm pretty sure Angry got it, and we played it together.
I do
And
have
so
it.
basically, what you do is you're just a little like fat, bubbly stick character. I don't really know how to describe it, but your only functions are that you can run, jump, and grab onto things with each of your hands individually. And there's just a bunch of different courses and like there's community workshop maps and stuff of just like things to do and put together. It's not like there's really no progression. It's just humorous, but I think it's fun. So that's my pitch for that. Ready or Not, I found this week because it was at the top of the charts for the Steam store, and because I almost recommended a different game when I saw this, and I thought it looked interesting. So the Steam description of Ready or Not, sorry, is it is an intense tactical first-person shooter that depicts a modern-day world in which SWAT police units are called to defuse hostile and confronting situations.
Hmm.
The reviews are overwhelming positive. I've read some of them. They make it sound fun. Basically, you play as a SWAT character and you go infiltrate places. People are like, this game is awesome because I can just be a SWAT guy, go infiltrate a house and shoot a bunch of crack heads or something like that, which, probably sounds insensitive on stream, but whatever. So yeah, that's all I
Hey,
got
at
for
least
that
you
one.
didn't
Really,
call them crackers, okay?
you can't do
Bunch
that.
of
Or
crackers on screen.
transgender.
Yeah, we don't want to
Well,
lose our
yeah.
Twitch revenue. But that's really all I know about that one. So it looked interesting, overwhelmingly positive reviews, but I think so does Human Fall Flat in that regard. So whatever.
Alrighty. How do we want to vote?
I assumed we were still doing it in Discord, which is why I did. But
I saw that.
Do we want to go person by person?
Do you want to do person by person or game by game? Person by person will be faster.
Person by person.
All right.
Person by person.
Happy Hawaiian, you're first.
All right. I'll vote for Lord of the Rings first. And I'll go Halo second. I'll go Deep Rock Galactic third. Is Human Fall Flat crossplay?
I actually don't know. Let me look it up real quick.
Because
I know
I
it's
do have
available.
that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's this was from May 27th, 2021. Crossplay on Xbox One, Series
Nice.
X/S, and Windows
All
PC.
right. That's my fourth one.
Do you have a fifth?
Sure, I'll do Ready or Not.
All right.
Wow.
Ninja.
All right, I'll do. Man, this is tough. This is tough. All right, I'll do also Human Fall Flat 1, Satisfactory 2, Wizard 101 3, Deep Rock 4, and Vermintide 5.
MacGyver.
I think I'm going to do Deep Rock 1, Warhammer Vermintide 2, Human Fall Flat 3, Halo 4, Halo Infinite as my number 4 vote. Want to clarify. And
Just throw it to Lord of the Rings. What the hell?
yeah, sure. Lord of the Rings 5.
There you go.
Seriously,
Wow.
yeah.
I want to play all these games. Is the thing.
I know.
Like, they all look good.
All right. Chief.
Pass. I'm just kidding.
Before we get
Even
to Chief
his
real
own.
quick, it would be interesting if we did 1 month 2 like non-multiplayer story-based games. Because those usually go a little quicker. So
Oh, that's true.
maybe at some point we could do that. That way we give some of these smaller, shorter games a
Yeah.
decent shot.
It's a good idea.
I'll do. Deep Rock 1.
It seems like that's gonna win.
Ready or Not 2.
I
Fall
like the sound of shooting crackheads.
Yeah, that's right.
It does sound- I might get it anyway.
That was an appealing sell there.
Fall Flat 3. Elite 4 and Ace 5. Just voting for my own that I put there. So.
Yep. All right, Angry already voted. So I'm going to go Tribes of Midgard 1, Deep Rock Galactic 1, or 2, sorry.
Hey, you can't change the rules.
I'll do Ready or Not 3, Wizard 4, and Vermintide 5. Are we ready to see?
Yeah.
You don't have to sound so disappointing. Oh, I should.
What was number
Hold
3?
on. I need to freeze this. Hold on.
This is rigged.
Just sort this. Sorry. I thought I froze it.
So it's satisfactory.
It is Deep Rock Galactic
Deep Rock.
and
You
Human
didn't even
Fall
give
Flat.
Lord of the Rings a total.
Oh yeah.
Who got
Man.
0? Who got 0?
I think it was.
Was it
Gunfire
Halo?
Reborn and Barrow Trauma. Halo
How
got
did Halo not get 0?
Halo got 7 points.
It's because we barely played it too. It's kind of sad.
I was wrong freeze. I call.
I think I only played once with some of you guys.
I
Yeah.
only played once with
I think I played
JarNod. But I mean, I played a bunch with other people. It's just I didn't play with
Same.
you guys.
Well,
What if we take a minute to reflect on the past? We've been doing this for what, 6, 7 months?
7 months.
What's been everybody's favorite game we've played so far?
Game that we have played.
Dude,
Yeah.
for me, I had fun with Sea of Thieves. Like as much fun as I've had with other games and I've not had with Sea of Thieves before. Like playing with a crew, so to speak, on Sea of Thieves was a blast.
That was fun. Yeah.
I did enjoy Sea of Thieves.
Valheim has definitely been my favorite so
Valheim was
far.
good.
Yeah, I have to say, I think months 1 and 2 are my favorite. Although I did have a ton of fun in Pulsar, just maybe not for the whole month.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I enjoyed Pulsar a lot when we first started it. I just felt like, and we talked about it that month, there just wasn't enough depth there to keep me interested.
I know everybody hasn't really talked yet, but like that's kind of telling that our first and second month were very heavy co-op story-based games.
Yeah.
And that seems to be some of the favorites.
True.
I also liked Valheim and Sea of Thieves the most, for what it's worth. Just confirming everybody else.
Yeah, I Pulsar was one it was a hidden gem. I mean, like I thoroughly enjoyed playing it and was shocked to find it kind of thing was like didn't know where it came from, I guess. And wouldn't have played it without this, which I'm very thankful for. I had a lot of fun with Terraria, but not as much immersive fun as Valheim.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play Valheim as much because I was so busy that month.
I felt like
Maybe
you
it's-
and I played Terraria together a lot,
We did.
which was fun. I think we probably killed every boss together.
I think it'd be fun then maybe at some point for us as a group to visit like State of Decay or the classic Rust. or something like
yeah,
that.
it would be fun to do a Rust server.
Yeah.
I really
There's
like
also
The Sims 3 when we played that together. That was fun. Building a house, making a life.
Yeah.
Making a wife?
Putting them
Sims
putting
3.
them in
So
the
making a
pool,
life together, going to work, just.
Oh, gotcha.
putting
Yeah.
them in the pool and then removing the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
But over, like, what was your favorite game of the year too? I mean, this is 2021, best game of 2021.
Oh wow! Does it have to have come out in 2021, or can it just be any game?
What game? Yeah, your favorite game that you played, not necessarily as part of VGotM.
Everybody knows mine.
It does.
It's gonna take a lot for Destiny to not be my favorite game.
I know. Yeah. Okay. So this is something we haven't really talked about before. I don't think. Me and Angry have played a series of games called like We Were Here,
Oh man.
and they are some of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
It's like it's co-op, but you can't see each other's screen, but you have to have the knowledge of both screens in order to solve puzzles. And it is just fascinating. The story is cool. The atmosphere is amazing. I think that has been some of the most fun I've had playing games. But also Destiny, of course. I mean, like pure numbers alone, you can tell we enjoyed Destiny the most.
Brent.
Yeah, 18. Let me look here. Let me look at my game hours on Steam alone. 1,800 hours on Destiny 2. It's gonna take a lot to get me to get away from that game.
Wow.
What? Oh, and Outer Wilds was a good one, and they had the DLC this year. We talked
Could have
about
learned like 2 languages.
Yeah, seriously.
I think for me it was Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire.
Mm-hmm.
Never even heard of that.
It's a roguelike card building game, like deck building game, where you as you beat bosses, you get to choose cards and you increase the size of your cards and stuff, or the how your deck works together and stuff. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. I played it a lot until VGotM started, and then I was like playing the other games.
Wow, that's cool. I'll have to look that up. Can you say the title one more time? Sorry.
Slay the Spire. It's on Steam. I don't know what it's going for right now, but
It sure is. It's 60% off.
All right. Well, I think I got to go, fellas.
All right.
all right. Well, it was fun. Great 2021 with y'all. Looking forward to 2022.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Looking forward to
Happy
Deep
New
Rock
Year.
Gonna start downloading Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
right now.
Nice.